Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and I want to welcome you to Success Mentorship class. We just we, we just had people join us on YouTube, and beautiful. They are here, and all is well. Wow, this is an incredible Saturday. We have about 19 days, including the day, to the end of the year. And all of us are in such I'll call it a high energy level as we are committed to closing out this year strong and powerful. And I want to, of course, invite you to always be a part of the Success Mentorship Network. I invite you to visit our website, herbertharris.com. And we have so many things going on as we close out this holiday season. Let me just add a few. Number one, we have the book for sale, The Perfect Gift, the 12 Universal Laws of Success is available for sale. And we see it here. And the website for that is www.theperfectgift.me, www.theperfectgift.me. And then today we have the incredible New You for the New Year transformational webinar that's today at 11 a.m. And so that's going to be powerful. And the website for that is www.newyouforthenewyear.com, newyouforthenewyear.com. So now that we've shared all those good things, this is Success Mentorship class number 407. And our topic for today is bypassing the rational mind, and in parentheses, the saboteur mind. Sometimes our rational mind can turn us around so that we don't know which way is up. We have an incredible guest speaker now, the Dream Cipherer. Sheila Balgobin is a author, is an author, is a coach, is a healer, but most of all, she's a person who is tuned in to the universe on a different level so that she is able to discern and interpret the dreams, those images we have in our minds. She's also an incredible speaker, and she shared her message before. And her message, if you could sum it up, it's how to get past those blocks in you. We call it that saboteur. So before we get started to hear this message, and I'm ready for it because all of us have saboteurs. All of us have a part of us that seems like the moment we decide to fly, there's something that comes out and grabs you by the feet, grabs you by the leg to hold you down. But this message today is about what you can do to always set yourself free, to soar, to the dreams, to the vision, to the purpose for which you were created. So let us do our meditation so that we can be prepared for this moment. Let's sit straight up in our seats, close our outer eyes, open our inner eyes. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And in this moment of peace and relaxation, I am at peace with myself. Let us affirm that together. I am at peace with myself. Just let that peace sink in. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And in this space of peace and relaxation, my mind is open, receptive, and ready to learn. Let us affirm that together. My mind is open, receptive, and ready to learn. Let that sink in. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And so it is. All right, without further ado, the Dream Cipherer is in the house. Let me bring you up. Whoopee! Hey, Sheila, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Dr. Harris. Good morning, Mastermind, and good morning to everyone watching online. Thank you for having me here, Dr. Harris. It's always a pleasure. And it always makes me realize just how important the work you do is, because there's always saboteurs around whenever I come on to speak. It's just incredible. But we get through, and Sage Mind takes over and calms things down, and we move on. So today, as exactly what the subject is, trying to get past the saboteur mind, the rational mind, the mind that can explain away everything that has ever bothered you in your life. So I've touched on this in a prior talk that I've had the pleasure of doing here, but I'm going to go a little bit deeper and show you a way that I work when I work with my clients that I use to help them to get past the logical mind. Some people are very, very grounded to the point where they really can't take those leaps of faith, you might say. Those leaps of logic sometimes that are needed when, especially when you're an entrepreneur. You need to be able to dream, to be able to, to take ideas and turn them into something concrete. And if you've got these blockages in the way, some of which you may not even be aware of, you're going to have a problem and you won't know why. Now, the this particular method that I'm going to show you today is, as I say, a way of getting out of the logical mind, the rational mind, and getting into your feelings. So what I'd like for you to do, if you have a piece of paper and a pad nearby, keep them ready. I'm going to be showing you some images, just 8. Well, 8 actual images, but I mean a little bit of an introduction to explain what it is I'm doing. And I want you to get out of your rational mind, get out of your thinking mind, feel. I want you to look at the image and write down what you feel. Don't spend too much time on it. Don't think too much about it. Feel it and write it down and move on. Don't sit there and start to pretty it up or try to justify. Don't do that. I want you to not do that. And I will tell you something about, just as a little hint about what this method is, working with vibrational essences. They work so effectively that babies or young children and animals respond like that immediately. And I've seen it for myself. It's like these go from a child is teething, screaming their head off. Mom rubs a little bit of this magical stuff on their gums and they smile. They stop screaming abruptly and smile. Animals, same thing. They react immediately, but people, especially adults, what is it? Why is it? How is it? Saboteur mind. Da 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 da. Justify, justify, justify. Explain, explain, explain. That's what we're trying to get you out of. So don't do that today, okay? So I'm going to share my screen, and again, I'm going to. Oops, here we go. Let's see. Bear with me. Sorry. Just want to make sure I'm in the right place. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now, let me come back here, and this is it. Yes. Okay. And right now. Oops, it's not allowing. Wait a minute. It's not allowing me to. Okay. For some reason, Resume slideshow. Okay. Technical difficulties here. For some reason, it's not allowing me to go into my slideshow. Hang on a minute. I'm not sure what's going on here. Bear with me. I'm so sorry, folks.
That's okay. Just you should be able to, you have your slideshow highlighted and then click start from the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, and it's not taking the command for some reason. I'm not sure why. Hold on. Show meeting. No, I don't want to do that. This is so strange. I'm clicking on it saying from slideshow from the beginning. Hang on a minute. Oh, here it is. Okay. Can you see that now?
Let's see. Hold a second. We see the screen, but we see all the slides.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Stop share. Come back here again.
Yeah, there you go. Reshare. That might do it.
Now screen share. I think this is it now. I hope. I'm so sorry, folks. Oh, but it doesn't want to show the slideshow. I don't know what this is. Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, so this is just to give you a brief explanation of what exactly flower essences are. They are a simple way and a powerful way of us getting past our blockages. That uses the power of water because water has memory, it can hold and transmit information. And the energy that's poured into it acts as emotional tuning forks. It's simple, it's natural, it's drug-free, and as I was explaining earlier, children and animals respond immediately because they don't go into the rational mind. They just accept the energy and switch. Now, just to be clear, what vibrational essences are not, they're not aromatherapy oils. They are not something that you put in well, you can put it in a massage, but they're not aromatherapy oils. I get that a lot. People think that, do you use it in a massage? You can, but that's not what they're usually taken orally, but they can be used in various ways. But they're not massage oils. I just want to make that very clear. Now, how do they work? Well, as I said, they're emotional tuning forks, vibrational essences. And they show you who you are by showing you who you are not. Let me repeat that. They show you who you are by unpacking and stripping away who you are not. So they help you to harness your inner resources. They don't impose anything from without. It helps you to draw out what's already within you. Okay. Now, what's great about this is that it doesn't interfere with it works at the emotional level. So it doesn't interfere with any medication you may be taking or any treatment you may be going through. As I said, children and animals respond beautifully to this in seconds. Adults take longer because, again, the rational mind takes over. Oops. Whoa, what did I do here? Sorry. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how you're going to get into connection with your unconscious mind to bypass the rational mind and get to your feelings. And this is how you can do emotional fortune telling, in a sense, with vibrational essences, because they help you to get at what you're really feeling, even the feelings that are hidden even from you. It will tell you. and bring them out so that you can look at them and make sense of them and start to unravel what is blocking you. Now, in order to, I'm going to stop talking here pretty much, and I'm going to start showing you photos. So again, if you have a piece of paper and a pen or pencil nearby, have them close by. And I want you to, as you look at these pictures, write down the name and write down what emotion, if any, it evokes. It may evoke feelings of joy. It may be feelings of feeling creeped out. Whatever it is, don't judge it. Write it down. Just write it down. Afterwards, I will go back and I will tell you what these essences address in terms of our emotional states and see if it resonates with you. Okay. So here's the first essence, and it's baobab. Oh, just to let you know, these are essences that I created, vibrational essences that I created in West Africa, in Gambia, in Jamaica, in Florida, and in the UK. So these are my own essences that I created because I was using other people's essences, but they weren't really speaking to me. And I developed this range of some 50 essences to be able to help my clients, particularly my counseling clients, to get past any kind of blockages, stubborn blockages in particular, because they're just too rational, for lack of a better word. So this first one, this is one of the first, these 8 essences that I'm going to show you were the first 8 that I made. And I used them for a year before I was able to go back to Africa and make some more. So I used these for a year and found that because they were chakra based, based on the energy centers in the body, they were able to cover a variety of experiences that people were going through. So here's baobab, and baobab stands at the base chakra, which is where all our survival issues live. And the motto for this essence is, even in an upside down world, I stand firm. And if you've ever seen a baobab tree, you would understand why. Baobab trees are so big, they live thousands of years. They're considered sacred in many parts of Africa, though they grow in other parts. They grow in Australia and I think in parts of Asia as well. But they're so deep, their roots are so deep that they actually have to be dynamited out of the ground if they want to remove it. That's how firm. And so even in an upside down world, and during the dry season, the branches kind of look like the roots are up in the air. So that's why I said, even in an upside down world, I stand firm. It's a very grounding essence. The next essence is red hibiscus. And her motto is, I heal the creative heart. Now, this essence, when I made it, was amazing. It was the only flower that was in bloom in this garden, botanical garden in Gambia. And I stuck the a jar of water under it to capture the energy and the sunlight during the day. And when I went back the next day, it had closed up. It was as if the essence, the flower had given everything to that essence. And I tell you, it is very much, when I'm writing, doing creative work, I use this essence a lot. But it's also good about relationships as well, because the sacral chakra is our creative chakra. It's where we not just create human beings, but create, whether it be music, a song, a dance, whatever it is, it's our creative heart. Next, moving up the spine, we have prickly pear. This was actually the first essence I made, and this essence was my teacher. You can see the sharp spines on this plant, and my hands look like a road map. from all the scratches. And the essence told me, the plant told me, you don't have to do it this way. You can, you don't have to do it. You just sit the water underneath the plant. The energy will go into the plant. And I have made my essences that way ever since. And everybody tells me how powerful they are, but how gentle they are. And I think it's because of the way I create them. So this one, and it's no mistake that this was the first essence that I created, because it's about impatience. I'm not the most patient person in the world. I'm a New Yorker, I won it 3 days ago. But this one helps us not only not to be impatient, but to pull on our thorns, not to be so prickly and so snappish with people. So, which is why it gently protects the sweetness within. Okay. And the prickly pear fruit is actually quite sweet. So it protects itself, but it does give sweet fruit. Next, moving up to the heart, is pink oleander. And pink oleander is definitely, just thinking about this essence, I calm down. And its motto is, my perfume bestows the gift of divine peace. And the scent of this flower, even just the memory of the scent of this flower, which is soft and sweet and powdery, my heart rate actually dropped just now, just thinking about this flower. Beautiful. It's from the Mediterranean, but it was growing in the hotel garden where I was staying in Gambia, and it just fascinated me. And the color itself, pink, is a heart color. So this is an essence that when we're agitated, when we don't know what to do, when we're just frazzled, this brings us peace. Now, moving up to the throat, this is Hawaiian Bell. And this is like, I found this looking for something else. But it's very appropriate because as a little girl, my mother and I used to grow morning glories on our fire escape in New York, in the Bronx. So this, to me, is a sort of a tribute to my mom. But the motto from this one is, come from the honey of my throat. As you can see, the color is golden. Comes the passion of my heart. And this is about communication. Hawaiian Bell is whether the communication is blocked or difficult in some way, it helps to ease communication. If people have a tendency to stammer, perhaps, it might be helpful for that as well, helping them to present their words more fluidly. Next is coyote mint. And this one, every time I smelled this little plant, which is ground hugging, I would get hungry. My stomach would growl. Literally, I would get hungry every time I smelled the perfume of this little plant. And it grows. It's actually, I think, native to the U.S. But it's being that it's a mint, mints have a tendency to grow all over the planet, so you find them everywhere. And this one is, my perfume stimulates the hunger of the inner mind. This is great for studying. If you're studying, Dawn, you were talking about studying, this could be helpful to you because it helps expand the ability of the mind to take in information and to process it. Next is orange. This is the crown chakra. And the motto for this one is, I am the sunlight of heaven here on earth. And this is the essence I was talking about before the start of this presentation, where children are screaming with teething pain, and mom puts a couple of drops of this on her finger and puts it in the baby's mouth, and the baby stops immediately, abruptly, and smiles. It is just that incredible. So it really is sunlight, is sunshine, it is happiness. And for people who are perhaps suffering with a low mood, this is the perfect essence for that. And lastly, I include one more. This is the higher crown chakra. So it's not just the crown chakra, which is slightly above the head, but this is even higher than that. This is our connection to spirit. And the motto for this one is, my glorious white head bows toward the earth in humility and service. So this is our connection to spirit. And when this connection is distorted, all kinds of, mental capacities reduced, or mental illness may even be present, nightmares, all kinds of things, because our connection with spirit is broken. And this is where it all begins. It's from here that everything else flows. So if this is in tune and vibrating at the proper relationship with spirit, everything else will flow as well. And I'm going to stop there. And let's see, there we go. Stop. There we go. And I want you to feed back to me if anything, came to you looking at those images. I tried not to go too deeply into them, because I wanted you to feel rather than to rationalize and get into saboteur mind. So whatever notes you may have jotted down, please, I'm going to go back through each essence and tell you what their properties are. And I want you to tell me if that resonated for you in any way. Okay. So let's see, starting with Baobab. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read you the properties of Baobab. And let's see, hold on. Now, as I said, Baobab, I'm sorry, it's like I'm just trying to organize my thoughts a little bit better. Baobab is for grounding, for people who live in their heads. They may be very ungrounded. They can't keep appointments. A good example of somebody who was like this, Einstein. Apparently brilliant man, but couldn't tie his shoes. So it's for people who are in their ungrounded, in their heads all the time. This literally brings them back down to earth. For the red hibiscus, as I said, that's for creativity, whether you're trying to create a baby or trying to create a work of art or symphony. This is for creative blocks. As I said, when I'm doing writing, I often like to use this essence to be able to free up any blocks. And when I was writing my dissertation for my master's degree, quite often during the process, I'm taking the essence and I would get blocked while taking the essence. But what I found out is that I was being rerouted. The essence, the work of the essence, along with my spirit guides, were rerouting me. And what I wrote always after was much better than what I had written before. So for creative endeavors, I really recommend red hibiscus. And I'm trying to, let's see. Yes, exactly, Katie. For Baobab, you got calm, elegant. Oh, that's interesting. And healing. Okay. And red hibiscus, you got bold, speaking out. Okay. Expressing and remedy. Yes, it is about expressing yourself. The sacral chakra is our expressing ourselves in the world. Going up towards prickly pear, as I said, it's great for people like me who are impatient. It's exactly slows me down long enough to not be so prickly with other people, and to actually take a step back for a minute and think a bit more. So if you're the kind of person that has a tendency to get into it with people, because you just don't have a lot of patience, this is a very good essence for that. Now, pink oleander, for people, I mean, to open us up, to open up our hearts, to open us up to love. Not just love in the for a particular person, place, or thing, but love for ourselves, being more compassionate with ourselves. I call this the let go and let God essence. When we're just overwrought and really need to find some peace, this essence really does help to instill peace, or to help us to find that peace within us. With regard to Hawaiian Bell, again, that's my communicator. I think of, if Dr. Harris is our great communicator, this is his counterpart in the flower world. This is when communication is blocked in some way, or if you're doing public speaking, this is a good essence to take. Now, moving on to Coyote Mint. Again, this is when it comes to studying or researching or anything like that, where you have to use brain power and maybe take leaps of faith, particularly if you're maybe an entrepreneur. This is a great essence to take, because it just opens your mind up to want to know, to learn, to find out, to do. A great essence for that. Then orange, the crown chakra, again, for people whose moods may be low, maybe they're feeling a bit this time of year. People suffer with SAD, seasonal affective disorder, or the winter blues. This is a great essence for that. It literally is sunshine in a bottle. I can't stress that enough. From, whether you're a baby or an adult, this will definitely lighten and brighten your mood. And you think of citrus, citrus fruits and things, they just kind of embody sunshine and light. And this is great for that. And finally, angel's trumpet. This is an essence which is, as I say, you may be suffering from nightmares. You may feel a disconnect from yourself or from other people. There's, a kind of a lack of a sense of spiritual sense of oneself. This is an essence to help reconnect in that sense. And that are my 8 team, as I call them. The first 8 essences I ever made, and found that they did a world of good. Now, I'm going to start reading through some of these. Wow, there's a lot of, let's see. Light for red hibiscus, okay, from KC. Prickly pear, people feeling fun, feeling alive. Pink oleander, some people said it made them think of beauty. Pink oleander felt less anxious, good. Pink oleander, a soft place to fall or be carried. Oh, lovely. Hawaiian Bell, fun, alive, laughter, good energy and passion. Coyote Mint, small but mighty. Oh, yes. On purpose and own style. Lovely. Orange, elegant and eloquent. Angel's trumpet. Before you said it, I felt heavenly in connection to spirit. Oh my goodness. Wow. Hawaiian Bell, it made me feel the golden words. And someone just said, Angel's trumpet speaks to me. Oh, I am so glad. Honestly. Oh, I'm so pleased. Because I was thinking, I said, maybe I need to stop making this because people don't seem to care about them. But there you are. See, the spirit speaking to me today to say that, yes, there's still a place for this in your world, even though it's changing. And yes, it is helpful. So thank you. Surrender. Angel's trump. Yes. Surrender to spirit. Absolutely. Lovely. So that is my presentation for you today, everyone. I hope you got something useful out of it. And in the audience, that's watching online on YouTube and Instagram, please also leave your comments as well, because I'd love to hear what impact, if any, this has had on you. So thank you for allowing me to present today, Dr. Harris, and thank you everyone who watched. You're on mute. You're on mute, Dr. Harris.
Yeah, you see, you got me just, as you were sharing, scent is an energy, scent is a vibration. And so we live in a world of energy. And as you were going through the chakras, it's so funny. Normally people think of the seven chakras, from the root chakra, the base, the sacral chakra, which is the hips, and then the solar plexus chakra, that stomach area, and then the heart chakra, which is the heart area, the emotion area, the throat chakra, the speaking area, the third eye chakra, which goes right through to the pineal gland, and the crown chakra. But while I was in the mountains, the other two, that base chakra and that chakra above the crown chakra, and the idea of that was that that above crown chakra, that base chakra, tied you in with the power meridians of the earth. And so once you get into this concept of the chakras, and now the thing that was new for me, Sheila, and I thank you, was to tie in the scent, that sense of smell. And of course, smell is an energy. Like when you smell something bad, you respond a certain way. When you smell something good, so your whole body responds to these different scents and translates it into emotions in your body. So that's another level of power that we can tap into.
Yes,
wow.
Absolutely.
So, thank you. Wow. All right.
My pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure. This is something, when I'm making essences, my inner child comes out, and we play. We play making essences, as my inner child likes to say. Yes. So it's a way of me to reconnect not only with nature but with myself. So it's beautiful. Yes. It's a beautiful way to create beautiful attitudes.
Yes. Wow. Well, I'll tell you something, Sheila. Thank you so much. All of us are really tapping into this period of closing out the year. One of the things is a period of discovery, to see some of the many things that have been in our minds and in our consciousness. And this year, I'm going to sort of share some possibilities. This year, this special year, has been one of completing things that were started before. I know many of you are listening. I know you're online and in before we have our discussion, completing things that had started before. And one of this last period of the vibration now, and I think many of us are feeling this vibration. The vibration is powerful. And so I was sharing with Dawn over the last month projects that have been rattling around in my head. And I know many of you have them rattling around in your notes. You're thinking about it. And I had developed a series of fiction stories called Tales from the Outskirts of Life. And I finally took a year ago to trademark it. And so in the last month, literally, and they're available on Amazon, but we did two books. Let's go over here. We did one called Tuesday Lover, and that's been rattling around in my head for like 5 years. Volume 2 is called A Tear for Ethan, kind of a crime mystery. And it came from plugging in to the source. Those blocks you have talking about, that had me blocked for the last 2 years. Dawn has worked with me, and we edited some of these books years ago. And then one that we're super proud of is the life lessons And the life lessons is this, there are 4 volumes of it. And this one, Life Lessons for Your Success. And this one is about procrastination, lack of focus, and self-doubt. And in the book, we have writers Jay Clark, Tanya Debnam, Reverend Burnett Jones. One of the writers is on here right now, Cassandra Henderson. So you're in the book. Princess Castleberry, Troy Whitehurst. And so the point I wanted to make is that all of this material has been rattling around for years. Okay. I did these interviews with Cynthia and others years ago, but it's something about this period right now, this vibration that we have different levels of vibration on the planet. And once I plugged into that vibration and became totally focused on it, we were able to complete things that we had never, that we'd been threatening to complete, that we'd worked at, we'd been editing, we've been preparing. So we're getting ready to close out our live broadcast, but the message I want to share is that right now, what you shared today, Sheila, is about energy. And that all of us, everybody on here, anybody up at 8 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast and 5 o'clock on the West Coast is committed. Okay. And that we have people that are committed to your dreams, committed to your vision, committed to your purpose. And what this does today is to really encourage us. And I shared the books just to show you what you can do when you are focused, encouraged, and refuse to quit. And so thank you so much, Sheila. Those on YouTube, on watching us online, thank you for joining us. Today is a magnificent day. We are doing our New You for the New Year Transformation webinar to help people change their lives. And you can go to www.newyou, I'm sorry, yes, newyouforthenewyear.com, www.newyouforthenewyear.com. So let me close out the live broadcast saying thank you for being with us. You can be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have anything you desire, always knowing that the best is yet to come. Please like this broadcast, share it, and subscribe to the channel. So it is.